Since we're talking about music and memories and stuff,
yeah.
Let me see if I can pull this up, and we'll get back to the Van Halen. But
okay.
There's one. It still sticks in my mind today, and I couldn't believe how popular it was.
Okay.
Let me find it real quick. I don't want to tell you what it is because you probably know it since you were a fan of that shit.
Okay. Sure, I owned it.
Oh yeah.
I still do.
Let's see your song.
And I'll say this to Demon: nothing wrong with the Tubes. Nothing wrong with the Tubes. She's a beauty.
Oh yeah, I love that song. I love "She's a Beauty."
And White Punk's on Dope.
I thought the guitar riff in "She's a Beauty" was pretty badass.
Yeah.
All right. Here's one that was released on a 7-inch single. Remember 7 inches?
Yeah.
For those of you who may not know about record albums, they used to sell extended versions of dance tracks, usually dance tracks.
Sure.
And the dance club DJs would come into the store and they would buy these, what they called a 7-inch. It was a full-size 12-inch album, but it only had one song on it that was an extended play. It would be like about half of the album. Half of the album side would just be one extended song.
All right.
So here's one. Go ahead.
If you play the one that I actually owned, because I owned exactly 2 of those, and if you play the one I think you're going to play, I'm going to lose it. Go ahead.
All right. I could not believe we could not keep enough of these on the shelf. We sold a shit ton of these 12-inch or 7-inch discs.
Okay.
And people would literally call the store and say, "Hey, do you have that in stock?
Right.
Could you put me on a list and hold one for me when you get it back in?"
Right.
So here it is. This one, even to this day, surprises me how popular this song was and how we could not keep enough of them on the shelf.
All right.
Any guesses?
I'm thinking it's not one that I had, but it sounds to me like a dance version of Erotic City.
Nope.
No?
You'll hear it in a minute.
Okay.
So you don't know this at all?
I don't know this, no.
Okay. I'm just telling you, we sold a shit ton of these 7 inches.
All right.
If you want to ride, don't ride the white horse. If you want to ride, don't ride the white horse. White horse, don't ride the white horse. White horse, don't ride the white horse. No.
And that's it. That's the lyrics.
All right. Now, here, play this.
Wait a minute. Let's not gloss over that.
All right. Go ahead.
People bought this thing by the hundreds.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
And that's the only words to the whole song.
Yeah. If you want to ride,
Ride the white horse. And that was it.
Yeah.
And people were calling us, "Hey, do you have that white horse?" And it's, you know what the name of the band was?
I don't know.
Laid Back.
Laid Back. Laid back.
You got that record. That was the other one. You got that record, White Horse.
You got that White Horse record.
It's
by Laid Back.
Yeah, it's RECERT record.
Yeah. Yin's got that record.
Yeah. All right. What am I looking for?
All right. I'm going to say that song this song directly ripped off that song.
Okay.
Prince, Erotic City.
Okay.
And play a little of that. I think it ripped that song off completely.
Oh, okay. We'll look this one up real quick.
All right.
Hail and Kill Caller, you're on the air.
That was like the gayest intro ever to a song. What year was that?
83.
83. That early on, that even sounds pretty terrible for them. Like there was way better shit. You know?
Well, I'm not gonna argue that point. I'm just saying that when I worked at the record store during college, we could not keep enough of those on the shelf.
And I believe you, obviously, but that was just, I don't get it.
I didn't get it even then. I was just like, what the fuck is this? And people, oh, you got that White Horse song?
All right. Well, interesting. Hail and Kill.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Not good.
Here we go.
All right.
Yeah, that's White Horse.
It's the same song.
It's the same song, yeah. Exact same song.
The same jam.
Same song.
It's the same jam. I told you.
Wouldn't that be funny if that was actually Prince behind that?
Could have been, because
Yeah.
Prince wrote for a lot of people.
No,
back
what
then.
I mean is that he released it as Laid Back, but it's actually Prince. So he like capitalized on it twice. He released it as Erotic City, but then he released it under Laid Back and sold that too.
Dude, he might have. Who knows, man? Because it was he even popular at that point? That was
Oh
like
yeah. Oh,
88?
1999 was huge. We
Okay.
couldn't. That was
99
another
was-
one. That was another one we couldn't keep on the shelf. We blew through so many copies, both records and tapes, of Prince's 1999. I mean, and the same way with Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh yeah.
We couldn't keep enough of those on the shelf either. Hail and Kill Caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, is this the 80s request line?
It is the 80s request line. What can I play for you?
How about no parking on the dance floor?
Daz Band.
Yeah. Hail and Kill.
Look at that. I'm like on top of that stuff.
Look at that.
That was another one.
Well, you're a DJ.
Yeah.
You're one of those internet DJs.
I am one of those internet DJs. Yeah, that was another. Midnight Star was another one we couldn't keep on the shelf.
Sure.
Yeah, that was another huge one.
Yeah, Prince was huge. Prince was but that 1-2 punch of 1999 and Purple Rain. I'll bet you couldn't keep Purple Rain on the shelf either.
Well, I wasn't working at the store when Purple Rain came out,
Okay.
but I know it was huge.
Yeah.
But 1999, the CD, or not the CD, but the tape and the record, we couldn't keep enough of those on the shelf either.
Somebody brought it. Joe Cleon brought it up in the chat room. What about the safety dance? Were you working there for the safety dance?
Yeah, the Men Without Hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
That what's funny, of course I owned that tape. And the safety dance is the only song that's even remotely listenable on that one. And I'll tell you now, I'll probably remind you of another one that was giant, but they went nowhere and they were just not a good band, but they had the one big song, Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Relax.
Yeah. Relax was giant.
Yeah, I know. I used to play that in the club.
But then they never had another song, did they?
Not really. Not that I'm aware of.
I don't know of another hit. Here we go. See, I love this song.
Everybody had that little high pitched keyboard thing.
Dude, I had a little Casio in my house, and I used to play that.
I could see the young Chris Aiken playing as Casio, trying to imitate these songs.
I was 14 years old, sitting on my little. I had like a little Casio with a little, looked like an ironing board stand. I guess.
Yeah.
You know, and I would sit there and I'd be like, do all day long. Drove my mom fucking crazy.
And your mom, my son is talented.
No, just the opposite. She was like, my son is gay.
Yeah,
because she was Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, I know. She took you to all the cool shit.
Yeah, she was in all the cool shit, and here I am fucking beating out men without hats,
men without pants,
men without pants. Fucking Human League. I'm sitting there trying to play Don't You Want Me. Singing in my room.
Play it, Chris.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance. And if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. I say we can go where we want to. A place where they will never find. And we can act like we come from out of this world. Leave the real one far behind.
Dance, don't say.
We could pretend we're coming from out of this world and leave the real world behind.
I like when the guy comes back in with the deeper voice right after he goes, we can dance if we want to. You know, like he like goes to a lower register to try and sound more butch.
Right.
And he's a total fag. If you watch the video, he's wearing like a straw hat and overalls running around in the fucking woods.
Yeah, Dexy's Midnight Runner style.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the other one that was really huge.
Oh, and that song stinks. That song is terrible.
I remember when I was, that one came out when I was working as a busboy at Bob Evans.
Okay.
And the waitresses who I worked with at Bob Evans, they thought it was really cool that these guys in the band were wearing the overalls with the rolled up pant legs and no shoes and all that shit. It's like,
just awful.
It's like, what are you talking about?
It was terrible. The song was terrible. The look was terrible. Everything about that band was awful.
So funny. Hail and Kill Caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, are you still talking about the safety dance?
We're talking about the safety dance and anything that goes along with it.
Man, remember the midget in the video that was dancing around?
Yes.
Are you allowed to say midget?
Well, back then you
Well,
were.
yeah, I mean, it was like they were, speaking of Van Halen, I mean, they had the midget in their Pretty Women video.
Yeah,
but
well, little people. That's what they like to be called.
Midgets.
Yeah.
Midgets.
But
I'm
the
with him.
chick was
Midgets.
hot.
Yeah, fidgets.
I mean, in between hams, did you ever jerk it to that blonde in the video, Chris?
I don't think so. I don't think Men Without Hats got me hard.
Well, shit, I was Men Without Pants to her. I thought she was hot.
What are you
Hail and
doing
Kill.
in there? I'm watching MTV and I'm jerking my dick.
All right, whoever said men at work, stop. That was a quality band. Men at Work were quality.
Oh, that's funny. God damn.
Was that a popular one for you?
Cargo or Men at Work, self-titled, came out.
Business as usual, my friend.
Yeah, Business as Usual. Cargo came out while I was at the record store. Business as Usual came out that was in my senior year in high school. Right. So I wasn't working at the store yet. But
Cargo
that was
hit,
pretty huge.
Just Overkill, right? Wasn't that the big hit for Cargo? It's just overkill.
I thought it was Be Good, Be Good.
No, that's on business as usual. Again, I'm a fucking fag.
See,
I know it.
I
but I know, dude. Men Without Hats, business as usual. I played the fuck out of that record. That record is great. Be Good Johnny is on business as usual.
Oh, is it? I thought it was on the second one. I know it was Cargo.
I think it's track 4 on side 1.
Let's see, Men at Work, Cargo. Let's see what's on that one.
Overkill was the big one. It's just overkill.
Cargo. Because I know that one didn't sell as well, obviously.
No, because it only had the one hit.
Yeah. But that debut was huge.
Yeah, it was.
Let me see here. What did they have? They had Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Jive, Overkill, Settle Down My Boy, Upstairs in My House, No Sign of Yesterday. Oh, It's a Mistake.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a mistake.
Yeah, that's the one I know.
Mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that one.
Yeah. I think that are you familiar with all the legal problems that they ran into?
Yeah, they had like some major legal issues.
Yeah, they had some real issues. Somebody sued them for like, I don't think they sampled the song, but somebody sued them for having something similar to another tune. And I mean, it dragged on for literally decades. Yeah. And I guess their saxophone player, I guess he committed suicide because he was just tired of it.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, there's a documentary out there. I think what's his name? Colin Hay.
Colin Hay.
Yeah, he does this whole documentary, and they talk about all this lawsuits and shit that Men at Work had to endure, literally for like 2 decades.
Oh no shit!
And it just got to the point to where it wore those guys down to where their saxophone player just committed suicide.
Enough of this shit.
He was just like, oh, fuck it, I'm out. Life isn't worth living.
He's like, this lawsuit is just overkill.
Yeah, it is. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, what's up, gang? Hey, so reverse racism is alive and kicking here in Northeast Ohio. I know you guys always get fun anecdotal stories out of the liberal ideology pursuing, but my kid was in school, 6th grade. I won't mention the school or anything, but white kid, and I got a couple black kids running around school, and some were friends, some were not. So this black kid keeps taking his lunch every day, taking his lunch, and then taking his lunch from him and saying things, blah blah blah, back and forth, nonsense. And so finally, like last week, the kid took my kid's lunch again. My kid took out his phone and he wrote the word porch monkey and showed it to the kid. Well, you gotta believe. You think the school, somebody saw it, and then the kid who took my kid's lunch went to the principal, started crying, foul, racism, blah blah blah. This, so my kid's never been in trouble. My kid got called in the office for it. They suspended him for a day of school and said that one more instance of and this is per code 11. One more instance of this happening again, he will be expelled from the school.
All right, get back to the 80s.
And we can dance.
All right, Chris, play it, man. Play it.
If I had a keyboard, I would.
Well, how about got any more?
Oh, of that era? There's
Yeah.
Of that era. Give me some Be Good Johnny, since you mentioned it.
All right. Yeah.
Be good, be good, be good, be good, be good.
That Colin Hay had that weird eye going 2 different directions.
He was always looking north and east at the same time.
He was. So, yeah. Men at Work.
Yeah, from business as usual. I'm curious if it's track 4.
Be Good Johnny. Okay, here we go.
All right.
boy Johnny, don't you slip up or play the fool. Oh no ma, oh no da, I'll be your golden boy. I will obey every golden rule. Get told by the teacher not to daydream.
Now this is cool. Not gonna lie, I love that song.
Really?
It's fucking stupid as hell, but I love it.
I think the video is even worse.
Yeah, the video's terrible, but I like that tune. Be good, be good.
So do you play Men at Work? Still
What, at home?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll still listen to some Men at Work here and there. I'm not gonna lie, man. My phone goes into some weird directions. Sometimes it will play, Men at Work or something, then it'll go right from that to like Kill Switch Engage or something.
Sure.
It's always odd, but I love that stuff, dude. I'm not, most people will try and say that they didn't listen to that shit and they were all metal, all bullshit. Everybody listened to that shit. At least at my age, the people that were my age, everybody's listening. Even the kids that said that they were like rock kids and metal kids, and the metal kids were listening to anything from Bon Jovi to, I don't know, early Metallica or Judas Priest or whatever.
Right.
Now, anything in there was considered metal, and those same kids were right there with me with fucking trading Huey Lewis records for the fucking Romantics and shit.
Right.
Everybody listened to that shit. Anybody that says that they didn't is a liar.
Well,
and it's amazing. It's amazing how many people that say, "Oh, that shit's all faggot shit. That shit's all faggot shit," and then they'll be the ones that are right there saying, "Oh yeah, I remember this song by Loverboy."
Yeah,
or,
of course you do.
Yeah, of course you do, because you weren't listening to it, you fucking lying cunts.
Well, I will say, and I know I've said this on the show before, two of my guilty pleasures from that era, and I actually bought the tapes because I had a tape player in my car, was I bought In Excess, Shabu Shaba.
Sure.
Let's play a little of this. Interestingly enough, my cousin ends up marrying Andrew Ferris.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
How weird is that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Be another one, since we're just playing tunes and fucking off. This is one of my all-time favorites, and is still one of my all-time favorite songs, and it's gay as shit, and I don't care. Rick Springfield, Celebrate Youth.
Yeah, I don't even know if I know that one.
You don't know this song?
Celebrate Youth?
Yeah.
Because the only one that was really popular at the time, Jesse's Girl, obviously.
Sure.
But let's play.
There was more than that. There was You Gotta Love Somebody.
Yeah, well, here we go. Let's play some Celebrate Youth.
All right, this is a great tune.
I got to be honest with you. I don't know this one.
Really?
I don't know it at all.
This was like 85.
It is 85, yeah.
85, and that was back then we had the Akron Agora, and on, I think it was Friday nights or something, you could go to the Akron Agora for like dance night for the kids, like teen dance night or whatever. And they used to play the shit out of this song, and I fucking love it.
Really? This is the first time I'm hearing it.
Well, give me a little more. I like that one.
Huh. Don't know that one.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a pretty big song, I thought.
Well, that one got away from me. Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Hail and Kill, boys. How are you?
Holy cow, it's Ozzy Ace. What's going on, Ozzy?
I've been listening to all the show, and I just thought I'd call in because you got the whole Aussie music spin going on at the moment. They're talking about the songs and the chicks, and I was like Chris back then. We were going up to the pub and, you know, with the chicks with all those extended remix songs and Do Re Mi and all that sort of stuff and Egyptian and what have you. You know, you did it for the chicks.
Well, how old are you, Ozzy?
I was born the year the man landed on the moon.
Well, what difference? 69.
Do you know how fucking old you are or not?
You're 50.
Yeah, on the 20th of March, so yeah.
Yeah, so you'll be 50.
Yeah, coming up.
Okay.
Actually, I just dug out a polygram big single of Kiss I Was Made for Loving You by popular demand, polygram. 7 minutes and 54 seconds.
So you got some 7-inch records yourself?
12-inch, that one is.
Well, yeah, but they came on a 12-inch disc, but they call it a 7-inch dance single.
Oh, no, this is vinyl.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, so I've still got a bit of vinyl and what have you, so.
So you and Chris are close in age, so you basically live the same parallel life as Chris did over there in Australia.
Yeah, absolutely. And then my brother, he's 67, born 67.
Boy, that's a big spread. Was it the same mother?
Born in 67.
Oh, I thought you said your brother was born in 67. Your brother isn't 67. Okay.
Yeah, he was born 67. And
I gotcha.
69. So yeah, he's a couple of years old. He's over here giving me a little bit of a hand now, and with a few things, and he's had his divorce go through, which I knew was going to happen, and she screwed him over a little bit.
Well, glad you brought us up to the family business.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, boys. I'm going to leave you to it, and Helen.
Well, before you go, Ozzy, before you go, so what was some of your guilty pleasures back then, band wise?
Oh, well, see, this is where in a little bit I find it different. That like I got into Quiet Riot, Twisted Sister. I went and saw live in '84. I think they toured here, or '85, and then Iron Maiden, Def Leppard, but really none of the Rat stuff or Queensryche or anything like that, because we had such a big Australian music scene that I suppose for me, like going, I can't see Kiss, that's out of my reach, that was not going to happen here in Australia. So I had bands like The Angels, Midnight Oil, Australian Crawl, Hunters and Collectors, The Church, such a big scene, Australia, Voodoo Gurus. Like, I've seen them 20 times. Angels I've seen 20 times. And they were pub gigs that you could go and see at the pub, for a cheap night out. And that was such a big scene. And I suppose that's when I went away from, we didn't follow every metal band, like, because the news of that coming through wasn't big. We had the Countdown show, and they really did promote Australian music.
Well,
But as far as all your one-hit wonders, like the Buggles, Video Killed the Radio Star, I mean, all them same, Flock of Seagulls, you know, they were all big here as well.
Well, back in the day, back in your youth, before you destroyed your life with cigarettes, did you bang a lot of chicks?
No, not a ton. No, I was vigilant like you weren't, Neely. Yeah.
He's vigilant like you.
He's vigilant like me.
Yeah, I wasn't just I wasn't dipping my wick into anything, you know, that was suspect.
Yeah. Those dirty whores.
Yeah, we had, you know, I was vigilant, put it that way. So, you know, I took precautions, and you know, I would have to maybe say I didn't even do any one night standers.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, you know, because it was dangerous, you know.
I forgot if you had told us, Ozzy. Did you ever get married?
Never married.
Never been married.
No.
Living the dream.
Yeah, well, I had a very similar story that I wanted to tell about my ex-girlfriend, and that was like yours, but it dragged on, and the manager's calling. I told him to pay you PayPal. If he paid you PayPal, don't I speak for an extra 60 minutes or something?
Be a lot of PayPal.
Isn't it a pledge? Anyway, boys, I'll let you go, and yeah, hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. Hand job. Love the Trump.
I wish Ozzy would stop calling at the end of his 8-mile run.
I know. That's cigarettes, man. He's gonna die.
I know. All right, people have been offering up some of my favorite tunes.
Oh, right. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna give a couple.
All right.
Berlin, No More Words.
Berlin.
That's another good one.
No More Words.
Right. You know that, don't you?
Let me listen.
No more words.
Let's take a listen here.
Telling me you love me but can't get away.
Boy, I tell you, these bands loved that electronics.
They love that synth.
Yeah, it was just that pre-programmed. Everything had that pre-programmed beat.
Yes.
To it. It all sounded the same.
It sure did.
Here we go. Boy, I tell you that she, you know, that recording anyway, she seemed like she could really sing.
Yeah. Yeah, she wasn't our friend Chips Enough, wasn't he touring with her?
Berlin or was it Bozio?
Terry Bozzio, wasn't she in Berlin?
No.
Or was that Missing Persons?
That's Missing Persons.
Missing Persons.
That was another band.
Yeah.
Well, here was a song that always got me a little bit because it just seems so dark and brooding.
Okay.
But listening to today, you know, it doesn't have the same effect. But back when this was popular, it was just like, wow, this is a brooding song.
Yeah.
We walked the loneliest mile. We smiled without any style. We kissed all together wrong, no intention. We lied about each other's strengths. We lived without each other, thinking what anyone would do without me and you. It's like I told you, only the lonely can play.
Fuck yeah, dude. Motels.
Yeah.
All right, since we're playing brooding songs now,
Yeah.
go look up Moving Pictures.
Oh, yeah.
What About Me.
Moving pictures.
That was a one-hit wonder and out, but
Yeah, no doubt. Here we go.
There's a little boy waiting at the counter of a corner shop. He's been waiting down there, waiting half a day. They never ever see him from the top. He gets pushed around, knocked to the ground. He gets to his feet and he says, what about me? It isn't fair. I've had enough now. I want my share.
Oh, boy. This was like the beginning of the social justice warrior movement.
I was going to say it's an early millennial classic. I've had enough, and I
What
want
about me?
my
I
share.
want my share.
Can't you see? I
Wow.
want to live,
Wow.
but you just take more than you give.
Yeah.
See, I know that one.
Fucking bastards.
Yeah,
Life
pricks.
isn't fair. Wow.
What's another good one? How about Billy Ocean, Lover Boy?
Oh, boy.
I'm with you on pop music, Tex Nation. That's my favorite pop song of all time, but it's almost impossible to find in fucking Spotify because they spell it all fucked up. And plus, the name of the band is just the letter M, so you can't even do a search for that.
All right, here we go. Don't forget, hey, you, get into my car.
Get out of my dreams.
And into my car. Lot of synthesizer.
Of course.
Lots of synth pop. Is that a Casio? Is that a Chris Aiken Casio classic?
Oh, that's a Moog.
I don't know what you got, but it plays with my emotions. I want you so much, darling. I wanna hold you near, wanna whisper sweet and tender in your ear. Can't stand the thought of you with somebody else. Gotta have your love, gotta have it all to myself. I say yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna be your lover, lover. Wanna be your lover, lover, lover boy.
You want even more synth than that?
All right.
This is one everybody knows, but boy, does this kick in with the synthesizer. Electric Avenue,
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Grant.
You must have been reading my mind because I actually already have that pulled up.
By the way, if you look up, if you want to look at something crazy, look at Billy Ocean, a picture of him today.
Yeah.
Looks like Nelson Mandela. because he wears the suit and he's got the white hair now. He looks like Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, that's weird you brought up that Eddie Grant because I actually had it just pulled up here because that was my next choice.
That's a 1-2 punch, isn't
Yeah,
it?
no
Lover
kidding.
Boy, Rock down to Electric Avenue.
That fake motorcycle sound.
Sides motorcycle.
Now in the street there is violence, and lots of work to be done. No place to hang out or washing, and I can't blame all on the sun. Oh no, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down.
Because I can definitely relate to the oppressed black man.
Love that stuff. Joe Cleon in the chat room. Herbie Hancock.
Oh
Rocket.
my God.
I haven't heard that in forever.
I know.
Let's rock it.
Yeah. There you go.
Video.
Damn.
Remember how everybody loved this video?
They did.
They thought it was great. Really, it was just shit.
Little record scratching going on there.
That's kids.
I think Axel F. What was
yeah.
He took a cue from that one.
From Harold Faltermeyer.
Yeah. Hail and Kill Caller, you're on the air.
Evening, gentlemen. How are you doing?
We're well.
We're talking about early 80s hits. I'd like to get both of your opinion on Billy Joel's An Innocent Man album.
Oh, you know what? I actually like that record.
I do, too.
I thought the throwback 50s vibe, I really dug that a lot. I actually own that record. I actually thought that was definitely a big departure from Billy Joel because it was sort of that whole 50s doo-wop vibe thing going on. What did you think, Chris?
Is it Uptown Girl? Is that Uptown
Yeah,
Girl?
that one's on there.
Yeah, Uptown Girl's on there.
I don't like Uptown Girl, but I did like the song Innocent Man. I thought that was a cool
I
jam.
love the song Innocent Man.
Yeah.
It actually
Uptown
speaks
Girl,
to
not
me
so
as
much.
somebody who's... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
That's all right. It's your show. Go ahead.
Well, no, An Innocent Man, the song actually really speaks to me because it deals with, like, isolation, and as someone who suffers from depression, like, that song's lyrics, it just moves me. It's funny, here's all these songs about Billy Joel going around and let's go bang some chicks and let's go to the hop, and track number 2 is just, like, something that appeals to, like, isolation and whatnot.
So are you depressed while you listen to us?
No.
So
Can we snap you out of it?
So we're medicine for your soul?
Yeah, sure.
Well, where do I send my doctor's bill?
That'll depress you.
I'll send it to... I ain't got nothing. Hail and Kill. Fuck you, pal, hand job.
Stumped him.
Billy Joel is one of those guys. He's either really good or really awful.
Well, you know what? I got to be honest with you. Of all the Billy Joel albums,
yeah,
that one is my favorite one. I'm not particularly a Billy Joel fan. I don't hate the guy,
Yeah.
but that Innocent Man record is my favorite.
I'm all about 57th Street. That's the album I own. That and the Greatest Hits. And but I'll tell you what I hated was We Didn't Start the Fire.
Yeah, see, I didn't dig that at all.
It's fucking garbage.
Yeah, what was that, like 87, 88, somewhere around there?
We lit Chris's arm on fire and then lit it all up.
I think it was that like 88, I think, somewhere around there, 88 or 89, I think.
Just terrible. Innocent Man, I'm trying to think, what other songs are on that record?
Well, let's look that one up real quick.
Yeah, that up real quick.
It's been a while, but I just dug the whole retro vibe of it. Because I'm just a fan of the whole retro thing.
Sure. Well, that came out right in that time too. Cougar was huge, and I know you're into him.
Yeah.
You know, so that probably played in perfect for you, and that was when Elton John was like finishing up being good. That was. I did think about it. That was the last time. 83, I think, was when he had Too Low for Zero.
Too Low
was
for
the
Zero.
last time
Yeah,
he was even decent.
Longest Time. Oh, for the longest time. Yeah, it's kind of the whole doo-wop, snapping the fingers thing.
Right.
Tell her about it.
Oh yeah, I like that song.
Of course, Uptown Girl.
Yeah.
Leave a Tender Moment Alone.
Yeah. All right, this is a good album.
Keeping the Faith.
I'm keeping the faith.
That's the one. That whole record was good.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good. I just don't like Uptown Girl at all.
Yeah.
Fucking 50s faggot. Finger snapping shit. Uptown Girl.
You know what? The thing is I just, like I said, I dug the retro vibe of it.
Yeah. How about some, all right, somebody just put in the chat room. How about some Culture Club? Don't You Want Me? Or Do You Really Want to Hurt Me?
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Do you really want to make me cry?
Yeah, that's, boy, that one was just tough to swallow when I was working at the record store. I was just like, you got to play this?
With that dumb hat on.
I did not dig that at all.
I interviewed him in person.
You need time to realize my crime. Let me love and steal.
Just to think that he was singing that to his drummer.
Yeah.
I'm going to suck your dick after the show.
Exactly. The third drumstick.
I dress like a girl, so you'll find me more attractive.
Inside your eyes, how can I be real?
Do.
Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry?
He wants a skull fuck him.
All right, you ready for another one?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I don't know if this was a huge hit or not, but I believe it is a keyboardy thing. Elton John, Wrap Her Up. Elton John with George Michael.
Okay.
Wrap Her Up. Take Her Home With Me. Both of them lying. No.
Wow. Is that a monotonous song?
You don't know that one?
I don't. I really don't.
All right. How about some this one I know you know. Phil Collins and Philip Bailey?
Oh,
Easy
yeah,
Lover?
I do. Yeah. Easy Lover. That was huge.
She's an easy lover.
Yeah. Philip Bailey from...
Wait a minute. I didn't say the 50s were shit. I said I didn't like that 50s vibe on Billy Joel. People fucking half listen. Are you fucking listening to the show?
Yeah, that Earth, Wind, and Fire, Philip Bailey.
Yeah. weird song that they fucking open with the chorus. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I one of the documentary series that I like to watch on Amazon, and they got so many of them. What is it called? It's called not Perfect Album, but they go through with the artist on it's called Classic Album Sides, I think it's called.
Okay.
It's on Amazon.
I'll have to check it out.
And they basically take a record that was, influential or pretty huge or whatever, and they go into the studio with whoever the artist is.
Okay.
And they basically break it down by the different tracks. Like they'll just play like the bass track only just to show you what was going on there, and then they'll play maybe just the drum track or maybe just play the raw vocal, and then they'll show you how they mixed it and why they mixed it a certain way.
Right.
And stuff. And Phil Collins did, they have one on there with Phil Collins with Face Value.
Okay.
And they broke all the songs down there and who was involved with the writing and who was the musicians, the studio musicians and things like that. It's pretty interesting.
That's Face Value is what, In the Air Tonight?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
That was like 80, I think it was like 81, I think.
You a fan of his solo stuff or no?
I like the first couple of records, like Face Value and Hello, I Must Be Going.
Yeah, those are the good two.
But then it went into the No Jacket Required, but seriously, it got a little way too poppy for me.
Yeah. Yeah, Susudio was garbage.
Yeah, that was from No Jacket Required.
Yeah, just and what was that ballad on the end? One More Night. Awful.
Yeah.
I'm going to disagree with Tyron. He says In the Air Tonight is his best song. I disagree. I'm going to say his best song is I Don't Care Anymore. That fucking screaming vocal at the end where he's just angry.
Yeah.
I can relate to that shit. That's how I felt right about the time my fucking divorce was going final.
Well, but that's what he was singing about.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is the cool thing about the album documentary.
Yeah.
And especially when it comes to Phil Collins, why this guy keeps getting married,
I know,
is just unbelievable. I think he's been married like 4 times or something, maybe 5 times.
He's an ATM to fucking pussies.
I know. Holy shit. It's just like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're Phil fucking Collins.
Yeah. I was watching a documentary on Genesis the other night because I'm a Genesis fan.
Sure.
And just all the bullshit that the band has to endure because Phil Collins is breaking up with his marriages again.
I know.
Well, Phil's getting divorced this time, so we're going to have to postpone this tour. We're going to have to push back our recording schedule because Phil's getting divorced again.
We're going to bring in that Wilson guy to sing on this one record because Phil gets divorced again. What was that guy's name? Something Wilson?
Yeah, something Wilson. Yeah. It was Calling All Stations.
Shitty
was
album.
the name of the album, yeah.
And then they went and formed other bands because Phil was too busy.
Yeah. Mike and the Mechanics.
Which that was a good band. At least the first 2 records were good. I don't know about the newer stuff.
Right.
But that cool. What was the song? Can You Hear Me Running?
Yeah.
That's a good one. And Living Years was a good one. They had some good songs. They had some bad songs. Genesis had some bad songs there.
Well,
at the end.
in the end, yeah, they did.
Those that I Can't Dance and Jesus Is My Friend or whatever that song was. Well, I don't remember what that was called. Jesus.
Well, that was from the I Can't Dance record.
And that album sucks 10 bags of dicks.
Yeah.
And the one before it I didn't like either, even though everybody liked Land of Confusion. I hate that record.
Yeah.
That record stinks. Ugh,
yeah, I kind of lost interest in Genesis as far as their new music was concerned at the Mama record.
You saying you like that record? Or that's the record.
That's where it ended for me as far as their new material was concerned.
Okay, because that's my favorite of theirs.
Yeah, that record kicks ass.
That record's amazing.
The whole record is great.
Home by the Sea.
Yeah, I love that.
Such a good song.
It is. The drum tracks in that alone are just badass.
Big cannons. What's your favorite Genesis track?
Boy, it would be I like my most favorite Genesis record, believe it or not, is their Seconds Out. It's a live album from 77 or 78. It was right after Peter Gabriel left.
Okay.
And they were still playing a lot of the Genesis classics, but I like the way that Phil Collins did the Peter Gabriel stuff.
Okay.
But Abacab is one of my more favorite songs. And then Turn It On Again is another one.
Another good one. Without question, for me, my favorite tune by them is Man on the Corner.
Yeah.
That good song is amazingly
I think
good.
that came. Did that come from Abacab? I think it did. I'm not positive, but I think it did.
I don't think it's on Abacab. I think it's before that. Like it was like a bonus track or something on 3 Sides Live, maybe?
It could have been.
I'm not sure when it came from, but it's a fucking great song. He's the only man there on the corner.
Yep.
What he's waiting for, I don't know. Boy, I sound terrible singing that.
It's fine.
Find it?
Yeah, I'm looking for it. It's on Abacab.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was on Abacab.
Yeah, I thought so. Here we go.
Love that jam.
Lots of synth on that.
Of course.
So that's another one. Here's Turn It On Again.
Sure.
This one is from Duke. This was before Abacab.
I used to sing a bunch of Genesis songs when I was in my band. When I was in Distorted Illusion, that big hit. Distorted Illusion did like 4 or 5 Genesis songs.
Right. Hail and Kill Caller, you're on the air.
Man, I love all this shit.
You do?
Bring them back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm right with you, Chris. I'm 50 years old, so I can totally relate because I wouldn't admit it at the time, but MTV was such an influence on everything I would listen to. I mean, I love all the classic hard rock, and of course Van Halen's my favorite, but I was the same as you. I had Romantics. I had Madonna's first album on vinyl.
Of course. And you were there singing Borderline in your bathroom into your fucking hairbrush, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, and I was fucking
No one did that except the fags.
Where I was jerking it to the Burning Up video. And
oh, yeah.
But hell, MTV, it was masturbation TV to me. I mean, I was just sitting waiting for like the Scandal videos or the Persons with Dale Dozio and that Plastic and, Fascination by Rod Stewart, that chick with that, oh, God, Sugar Walls, holy shit.
Oh, yeah, oh, man. That was the hottest video for me back in that day. Sheena Easton with Strut.
Strut.
Yeah.
Turn it up, don't take it, and no giving.
She was just, there was just something about her with the way that she was in that video. It was just like, holy shit, that Sheena Easton, Strut.
And then Prince got a hold of her, and they did You Got That Look video, and she was just freaking strutting it all over the stage on that one.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Oh, God.
Don't rub one out now,
Some
dude.
videos that came to, oh, Jesus. I'm going to put on classic MTV just after this and just hope some goodness come on. Like, who was it, Patty Smythe? Oh, my God. And that Love's Got a Line on You. She's got that, silvery purple kind of dress. Oh, Jesus Christ.
How about Goodbye to You?
Yeah, the red lipstick. Yeah. Boy. She can.
How about
fucking
Go-Go's,
sing that
dude? You ever jerk to some Belinda Carlisle?
Yeah. When they were hot and sweaty on the You Got the Beat, or We Got the Beat.
I got to be honest with you. I enjoyed Belinda more as a solo artist with Mad About You.
I liked looking at her when she was solo, but I liked her. I liked her music better when she was Fat Belinda.
She's a little chunky.
Fat Belinda was way better.
Yeah, she was a little chunky.
Oh, I loved just sitting and watching for all the glimpses. Like remember Fascination by Rod Stewart when the chick took her shirt off?
Oh, yeah.
See a little bit out of her tit. It's like, oh, God. MTV was great.
I think my favorite Rod Stewart video was, what was it called? He goes, he was singing about some chick who lived up in the brownstone apartment just up the street. I'm crazy about her. Finds out she's a lesbian.
I don't even know. What song is that?
I'll find it.
All right.
Oh, yeah. And also, Till Tuesday, what was that? Voices Carry. That song.
Scary.
I really.
Fuck yeah, Amy Mann.
Yeah, Amy Mann.
Yeah. She was good. And before MTV, there was a local station that started playing videos. They play a lot of early Billy Squier. And you remember the producers, What's He Got and Certain Kind of Girl?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, I love those, man. I mean, they gay as shit, but I fucking love them. But anyway, it's Psycho Postman, dude. How's it going?
You're not going to come in your pants or anything, are you?
Not until I turn MTV Classic back on. All right, boys. Hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. And head job.
All right. There he goes. It's Crazy About Her.
Crazy About Her?
Yeah, listen to this. The video was hot. The chick in the video was smoking. You know that one at all?
It sounds familiar, but I can't say that I know that song. And I like Rod Stewart. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
So. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, this is fun. We could do this.
I know, but I got to take a break.
All right. Well, before you take a break, I'm going to ask for one more song.
Oh, right.
And then we'll take a break.
All right. What do you want?
I got to hear Strut.
Oh, Sheena Easton.
I got to hear some Strut.
All right. Yes, we do, Sheena. Yes, we do.
I'm looking at these pictures of her from that album.
Yeah.
She was a hot piece of ass.
She ain't like that no more.
No, she's just a ass.
Have you seen her lately?
I'm looking at a picture right now.
She's like about 100 pounds more now.
Yeah, she looks like she ate the chick from the B-52s. Jesus, she did not age well at all.
Yeah.
Oof, boy, I'll put it in the chat room. You see this fucking jewel. She probably sounds like Ozzy Ace singing that song now. Going across the floor, strut, we're taking and we're giving.
Exactly. Little trivia for you. Do you know who her backing band was at that point?
Was it Sheila E?
No, her backing band.
I don't know who.
Bruce Hornsby and the Range.
Was backing that?
Yeah.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Wow. And then he went on to be in the Grateful Dead, for God's sakes. Wow. Interesting.
Yep.
That is her, isn't it? I posted that picture. It says it's her.
Let's see.
It's Sheena Easton.
Let's take a look. Yeah, that's her.
Oof. What happened?
Yeah, she doesn't look anything like she used to. That's for sure.
Who's her fucking hairstylist? Mabel from the 40s?
I don't know.
Look at that.
I know, I saw it.
Jesus Christ. You know, that's fresh out of curlers and fucking... what is that shit they put in their hair? The tinfoil?
Yeah.
That's what that looks like. The mess that comes out of that tinfoil after you scrunch it up for an hour. Stick it in a fucking hot box or whatever they call those over-the-head hair dryer things.
Yep.
Oof. Boy, yeah, she looks off. And look at her. She looks like an overstuffed sausage in that dress.
She does.
That dress looks like it's about to fucking rip at the gunt. Looks like it has a mouth.
Yeah.
Look at that. Looks like it has an eyes and a mouth.
Yeah.
Eesh. Not hot.
Nope.
Oh well.
All right. Well, let's play a couple of tunes and come back.
Jesus. Did we really do 2 hours?
We did.
All right, good.
Well, since our good friend, the real Jeff Tate, called in,
all right,
thought it would be only appropriate for us to play some Operation Mindcrime.
Oh, look at that! Like from Queensryche or from the band Operation Mindcrime?
No, from the album Operation Mindcrime.
I thought you wanted some good Operation Mindcrime from Resurrection.
Hail and Kill Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, you guys are busy tonight. Wow. Anyway, I like the segment about Phil Collins, and I guess I'd write songs like that too if I was banged out like about 3 or 4 divorces, about 20 mil a pop.
Yeah, I think it was even more expensive than that. I think in total, Phil Collins, between all of his divorces, I think in total he's given away $140 million.
God.
Yeah, about $140 there. Yeah. I mean, I'd be writing, misunderstanding and, turning on again and all that kind of, in the air tonight, the whole 9 yards,
Yeah. Guess you kind of have to, don't you? If you put that much
well, it's a lot of material. I mean, it's self-made material, And here's the thing, like, remember how we talked about the relationship problem? I guess earlier in the show, you guys talked about some bullshit.
We did. We always talk about bullshit. You should know that.
I know. Well, wouldn't you think that if you got banged out of about 20 mil the first time, you would kind of be like, well, wait a minute here. This isn't working out. Like, and then he goes for a second time. That's another 20 mil. So now we're at 40. Then you think, okay, well, wait a minute here. This is not working out again.
Well, how do you? Okay, it's fine if you want to keep getting married. I mean, it's not. It's fucking stupid. But if you want to keep getting married, how are you not fucking getting a lawyer with an airtight prenup?
because prenups, like from what I understand, and thank God I've never had to use one or get one, but I guess they're not really that airtight. I think they're kind of fragile. You know, and especially if you have kids, or especially if you acquire things together, you know, you'll get some broad that buys like a 50-acre, you know, horse farm in like New York, and then she's going to get it.
Yeah.
You know,
think with $140 million you could afford to have them killed.
Oh God. Well, yeah, that too. But you know, it just goes to prove that, you know, most men are just absolute suckers for that poon, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, absolute suckers. But anyway, yeah. And another thing too, like when you guys are talking about like how this country's going socialist, you know, or commie. I tell you what, though, that chick, Cortez, boy, she's got a chest on her.
That's what Chris says.
She's got a great set of tits.
Dude, I mean, it's seriously, Neely, seriously, they're absolutely perfect teardrop, like she's about 130, 140, about 5'7" or something. Yep. And they're like real D's, not fake D's, or not like pushed up D's, like real D's, but they're teardrops.
Yeah. She's got great tits. I would say that. I think all of her brains are in her tits, but she's got great tits.
Yeah. One more thing, I'll go. But have you guys noticed how all these commie females, like in Congress or celebrities or whatever, what have you, like, you know, Pelosi and Hillary and Cortez and all these chicks, they're constantly wearing these like commie, like Kim Jong-il like suits. You know, they're those single cut, like wide shouldered, solid color, like garbs. You know,
yeah.
I mean, they're even dressing like them.
Well, they're trying to create the uniform of control.
Yeah, they're very militant in their look.
Yeah. I mean, it's just funny, but you know, the thing is I don't know how these people are going to accomplish what they're trying to set out to accomplish. I mean, you've got nut jobs like me out here, you know, who's got, you know, he's not going to let that shit happen. But anyway. That's right. Anyway, all right, guys. Hail and kill. See you.
Hail and kill. There goes your future pinball machine manager.
Yeah, there he is.
All right. Since our good friend, the real Jeff Tate, checked in with us after so long, I thought maybe I'd play some Breaking the Silence.
All right. Sounds good.
So our good friend, the real Jeff Tate, has broken his silence here. So here it is. It's the Operation Mindcrime with Breaking the Silence exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.
Hi, this is Jeff Tate from Queensryche, and you're listening to the Classic Metal Show.